With the Bundesliga season drawing to a close, I thought it was the right time to start doing my end of season match awards. Welcome to Talking Bayern, the one-stop shop for Bayern Munich content on YouTube. Today we'll be doing a look at my team of this season, my Bundesliga team this season. So I thought this would be a fun one to go through. Obviously, there's one match day left at this point, but I think it's fair to say, unless somebody scores a 20-goal game, that no one on this list will really change. But maybe there's a little bit of fringe people, but still, I think this is my clear 11 of who I want to be on my team this season. Honestly, the clear choice for goalkeeper for me was Mark Flecken. He's been so good for Freiburg this year. The reason why they're making a push for the Champions League, time will tell if they make it, but I think it's going to go to Leipzig and Leverkusen. But still, what a season Freiburg is having, and obviously Flecken is a major part of that success. So for my defenders, I wanted to do a 4-3-3 formation, but bear in mind it won't be perfect, as there's some players I just need to include for fairness. So I didn't include a right back, but still, I kind of just wanted to keep it, at least 2 center backs and 2 full backs at least. So for my defenders, I went with David Raum, Josko Gvardiol, Christian Gunter, and Nico Schlotterbeck. So far, no Bayern Munich players yet, and obviously a heavy emphasis on Freiburg's defense. But obviously Freiburg has such a good defense this year, so it kind of makes sense why I did it. The standout players here are Raum and Schlotterbeck. For me, I think Schlotterbeck had a really good season, and I think David Raum was exceptional for Hoffenheim. Definitely took the Bundesliga by storm this season. Obviously, a lot of credit has to be given to Gvardiol and Gunter as well. As for my midfielders, it was probably the most difficult section to pick. Obviously, there's so many great players in this criteria, and hard to rank, obviously, defensive midfielders against attacking midfielders or even wingers. Obviously, because it's kind of like a best of the season, it's hard to rank defensive midfielders against wingers. However, they all kind of fit into this midfielder category. So the 3 players that stood out for me were Thomas Muller, Florian Wirtz, and Marco Reus. Despite missing 10 games, Wirtz was exceptional for Leverkusen, and Reus carried Dortmund at times during Haaland's absence. I know you could say Reus is more of an attacker, but obviously he can play cam, and that's kind of where I'm putting him in this team this season. So obviously I want to give honorable mentions to Moussa Diaby, Serge Gnabry, and Jude Bellingham. Last but not least are the attackers. I think it would be criminal to not give player of the season to Robert Lewandowski. My other 2 choices are Erling Haaland and Nkunku. Nkunku definitely earns my pick as most improved player of the season and isn't honestly far off for Lewandowski's performance this season. He has been so good for Leipzig. Really hoping he stays in the Bundesliga next year. I think he's added so much to that Leipzig team, and honestly, he adds a lot to the Bundesliga, so it'd be really sad to see him leave. Maybe if Lewandowski leaves Bayern, then we could pick him up. But who knows? I wanted to give also a 12th man, and one more player I think that had to be included on this list, but obviously couldn't fit into the 4-3-3 formation, is Patrick Schick. Despite missing several games, the striker accumulated 22 goals and counting, and currently stands in 3rd for goals plus assists, minus penalty kicks per 90. His goal scoring threat is obviously immense, so he's been so good this year for Leverkusen. He's the one Leverkusen player I had to include in here. Obviously, Moussa Diaby was a close one as well. But I think it's a pretty good 4-3-3 formation. Obviously, 3 strikers up top. You can't not have Haaland, you can't not have Nkunku, you can't not have Lewandowski. So I think it had to be like this. I couldn't obviously do anything really different. So it's not really perfect formation, obviously with 3 strikers. But hopefully it was still entertaining. And I'm interested to see what everybody else's team of the season is. So let me know in the comments below who is your Bundesliga team of the season. Name your squad below. So hopefully you did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and a comment. If you want to see more Bayern Munich content like this in the future, please subscribe to this channel. Hope to see you on the next one. Until then, Mia sa mia.